Okay, so since the last episode, I have decided to do some things. We left off the last episode getting the area prepared for a castle. Um, we said we needed resources. We said we were going to build a super smelter and some other things. And I mean, we said we were going to do like a super smelter, build base, whatever. So some minor progress has been made. We've made ourselves a super smelter, and we've made ourselves a uh, bamboo farm. Um, the bamboo farm will eventually, hopefully, feed this. Uh, and this has smelted up some things that we use, like glass and stone. Because we're going to be needing a lot of stone and a lot of glass for what we're going to be doing. So hopefully, hopefully that shouldn't be too big of an issue. Um, so that being said, I'll probably just keep grinding away, keep working on getting materials and resources, and yeah, we'll we'll do a montage. I'll bring you back for some points of interest and stuff like that when we get this, as I get the materials for all this, and yeah, I'll be back. Alrighty, so I don't have all the supplies I need, but I do have kind of the basic starter stuff so that we can start making an outline for this base. I'm gonna go ahead and probably start right about here. And we'll probably go, yeah, we'll probably go right here. So for the corner of the castle, which yes, we're gonna make kind of a square castle. The corner of the castle is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide by 5 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, hang on. Take it back. I think it's got to be bigger than that. Wait, no, it is 5 by 5, but it's actually it's 5 by 5 inside, if that makes sense. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reasoning for this is because the interior is going to be a 3 by 3, and we're going to be having a like dip in for design purposes. It'll make sense eventually, because like yeah, because I think for these sides that are going to be next to the yeah, for the sides that are going to be next to where we are going to be building, or like for, or that are going to be like the decorative sides, this is what we're going to be looking at. And let's see, we'll go boom. Since the way I've got this and the other one is going to be like that, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. 3, boom. And we just keep continuing this on until we get to, we'll go a couple more. And I think, yeah, one more. Because I want to get this pretty close here. So Because then the nice part about the way this base is going to be built and the size, there'll be plenty of space for us to put stuff inside the castle walls, which is kind of the way I want this to be built. And by kind of the way I want this to be built, I mean that's the way I want this to be built. So we're gonna go ahead and boom, boom, boom. And we're gonna go ahead and just do this for now, like this. Make sure all these are lit up. We'll go ahead and put this in here too. Make sure these are lit. Go ahead and grab that other torch back. There we go. One in the middle, put one there. That one's lit, that one's lit. Okay. Now, I can't remember how tall I wanted this, so we'll probably have to figure out something for the height, but yeah. Oh, would you look at that and look at how nice and close this is to this edge, which is kind of exactly where I wanted it to end up. That is awesome. Actually, like, legitimately awesome. So. Oh, I'm out of torches too, so I'm gonna have to grab some more. Despite the fact that I made a bamboo farm, it's not producing things fast enough to be useful. So my bamboo farm is not my kind of fuel source for our stuff as of right now. I ended up mining like a shit ton of what do you call it? What the heck do you call that tree again? Jungle tree. A shit ton of jungle tree. And a few oak trees as well, because why not? The oak trees were for the fact that they were kind of in the way of me gathering all the jungle wood I needed, and I mean, might as well, they're giant trees, so they'll at least get me access to enough of what I wanted, and they could help fuel the cooking of the ore that I was going to be looking for. Or not ore, but the coal that I was trying to cook up. All that jazz. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that, like, after my audio tests and stuff, that the audio actually is doing pretty well and isn't just a jumbled mess for this one too, because that would suck. But we'll see. Ooh. Go ahead and mine this. While I may not be capable of using it for, say, like, I may not be allowed to use it for, say, I don't know, materials, like its actual smelted iron, I can still use it to make the decorative block, and I can still use it to make the decorative iron ore block, and I can still use it to make, or to get XP, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make use of it. We're gonna go ahead and fill in the second layer here. And then I think once I'm done filling in the second layer, since I'm gonna have to do fudge nuggets punch a bunch more mining and material gathering. I think once I'm done building the second layer up, I will probably show you guys the creative world that I have. Nah, you know what? No, I'm gonna leave that until the end. You'll get kind of the gist of what I'm going for build wise here. So you know what? I'll just leave the. I'll just leave the color scheme to the end. And actually, I have changed up the build quite a bit, because before I was just gonna do stone and cobblestone and just kind of do different mixes of stone. Instead, as you see, I've chosen deep slate because apparently I forgot that deep slate existed. That being said, I think that makes this build significantly cooler, because if I swap out what would have been cobblestone with deep slate, then I get a better option. So now one of the things I'll have to do eventually, and I probably won't do it until I'm done building, just for the sake of, I hate to say continuity, but it's easier to add it after, is the entrances. I will probably be holding off on creating the entrances to the center portion of this build, or the entrance to the build, because like I said, that's something that I'm gonna have to build in later. Ooh. Well, I don't have to. I can build it in now, but it's something that I prefer to build in later, because it's easier to break down the wall and add in the door than it is to try to work with the door and build in the door right away. Because then at least the main framework is completed, and you know, there's less hassle to have to work around or deal with. You know, you're not trying to jump across gaps to connect together and stuff like that. So we shall see, shan't we? Small problem. This will give me Silk Touch. I think I'm gonna take it. For the sole fact of, like, how else do you get Silk Touch? Does it come with Unbreaking though? That's the real question. Does it come with Unbreaking? Now see, like, I could do a Silk Touch level 2. But these will be more likely to give me Unbreaking with it. So it's Silk Touch, Efficiency, and Unbreaking. That is actually madhouse right now. So the nice part about that is, while using it, I don't have to worry about this stone. I'm gonna keep smelting the stone that I've got that needs to be smelted. I'm gonna keep smelting that, but in the future I can just mine cobble, and instead of mining cobble, actually I can just mine regular old stone, which I'll be able to just that'll actually decrease the amount of that'll actually decrease the amount of, what do you call it? Yeah, fuel that I use, because now I can just. Oh, and this is so much faster than it was before. Look, it's still gonna be a lot of mining, but it's still a lot faster than it was before. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do more mining, do more stuff, gather more materials, and I will be back. Please tell me one of you will take job. Yes? No? One of you take job. Alrighty, I've done a bit more mining. Still not gonna have completely everything we need, but I've done more mining, so we can go ahead and keep working on this. Which should help solve our lighting issue. The big thing is we just need to make sure that there is no possibility of mob spawning in here inside of the building. And it's not so much that we don't want mobs spawning inside them because they are dangerous, because, well, if they're in the walls, they can't kill us. We just don't want them to spawn and make a whole lot of obnoxious racket. Because then we'll have to go back, break into the wall, try to find where they're at, and keep going from there. Now, would be interesting if at some point in the future I decide to do a raid while here in the base. And we get like a whole bunch of pillagers just spawning inside the walls. That would be funny. It would be a little bit annoying because then I'd have to dig into the wall to kill the pillagers, but I mean, it would be funny. Let's see here. I need to figure something out. I need to figure out how tall I was gonna make this, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, I know how tall I need to make it, so let's figure out where we're at. 3, 4, and I believe I need to make it 5 to at least get to the current location I want it to be at. also pretty much just about done. That was, I shit you not, over 4 hours of mining and grinding, probably closer to 6 or 7. And just to get all the materials for this. I don't even have it fully finished. We do still have some more stuff that we're going to be taking care of in the way of, like, eventually we'll have to put some banners up on the posts. And I do have some trapdoors I need to get, but one of the biggest things that's blocking us from doing this, getting this finished, is I need spruce. And I don't know if you can see this, but on this map, I don't see a single ounce of spruce trees, which means I have to go on an adventure to find myself some spruce trees, which typically involves going in a straight line until I can find what I need. So I will basically get prepped up here for an adventure, and I will kind of take you on this adventure with me, I guess. Might as well, right? Might as well take you on this adventure to go find what we need to find, which is a spruce. We'll go ahead and craft ourselves a boat here real quick. Look at that, perfect amount of oak. Craft ourselves up a boat. Got a nice little boat to go mining with. We got our beds so that we don't have to worry about sleeping or anything. You know, we can make sure we get to sleep when we need to get to sleep. And I don't. Yeah, I got 28 torches still, so I should be pretty much solid on torches. And we're looking pretty good. Eventually, we can actually start building inside and getting that taken care of and building indoors. But like I said, we gotta first sow some spruce. So let's head. Which direction, guys? Which direction? Where do we want to go? We got sand up here, so this is gonna be warmer areas. We got all sorts of this over here. Sorts of that warm down there. I think we're gonna head just straight this direction, straight west. We'll head straight west. So put ourselves in the westward direction and let's go. Ding, 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 ding. We'll have to make a bell tower and some stuff later for our actual castle, but for now we're gonna stick with this. Really did enjoy building that as much as it was a pain in the ass. I did enjoy it. And the weirdest part is that is quite literally the biggest project I have ever taken on in Minecraft survival that I've completed. It's not the biggest project I've tried to take on, but it is the biggest project that I've taken on and completed. Just because it takes so much more mining and grinding and stuff than I normally do and normally put in. But I think part of the reason I was put it in and worked on it and did any of it was because I wanted to actually get something cool accomplished and get something done. And I did it for, as weird as it sounds, a YouTube video that I'm guessing probably won't get very much in the way of views. Obviously, if you're seeing this, I appreciate you guys. Love and appreciate the support, because honestly it helps encourage me to do it, but it's not needed, it's not required. I'm doing this for the sole purpose of getting it done, as something I want to do rather than, you know, whatever. Like, I've got nothing better to do than do this, you know. When I've got my free time, I might as well record while I have the while I'm playing the game, rather than not, because I mean, at the end of the day, there's no reason not to. I'm playing Minecraft, it's something I want to do, it's something I enjoy doing, and you know what, if I can kill two birds with one stone, aka record Minecraft videos and play one of my favorite Minecraft not Minecraft games, but one of my favorite games in general, which happens to be Minecraft, I don't see why not. It gets me back into the game, gets me doing what I want to do, helps me enjoy playing the game that I want to play. And then, like I said, I got nothing better to do in my free time but play games. And if I'm going to be playing games, might as well record, right? Makes sense. And then, you know, if I'm not playing games, I can edit, but that, you know, yeah, editing's work, but to a certain degree, it's fun. It gives me a break from the game to work on something else, and then I can go back to the game and keep recording and doing more stuff. And then, of course, I put my render distance up in hopes that I'd find what I'm looking for sooner rather than later, but it does not seem like I'm gonna be getting much in the way of luck today. I found some cool things. We got some cherry trees, which I'm gonna pick up at least a sapling, and then we're gonna go ahead and go over there. So there's that. And of course, I find a beehive right here. Why would I not find a beehive right here? Oh, look at this. When I say cove, this is literally a cove. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Imagine taking and building in this. Oh, oh, you know it. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, we're gonna have to take down these coordinates. Lush cave / cool cove. -1263, comma 397. Now was that -397? No, just regular 397. Sweet. Oh no, it's Poe. It's Poe. Poe, is that you? Oh, is that you, Poe? Poe, is that you? I wanna. Oh, I wanna trap Poe. We're gonna trap Poe. This way he can't despawn. Know where he's at all times. Hello, Poe. Get in the boat, Poe. There we go. Now we've got Poe in a boat. He lost his glasses when he went boating, but I got watermelon to keep me afloat. I actually don't know what the actual like quote was, but it's essentially close to that, right? Watermelon, 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 watermelon. Dude, I wonder what? Okay, that's trippy. That's trippy. Okay, that happened. Dude, there's cool things in my world and weird things in my world, and I don't know how to feel about it. But this place is epic. I think, like, there's so many things, like, so many different builds that I could do for, like, just the fun of doing them. And yet, so many ways that I could die in the process of trying to build those things too. Not to mention just huge concept projects that just like, they're not bad, but you know, it's definitely not now. This is definitely mega future me. Mega future me. But like that cove, we're gonna keep that cove on points of interest for sure, just for the sole factor of like there's no reason not to keep it as a point of interest. It's a cove, number one. Number two, it's a lush cave cove. Number three, it is not only one of the most beautiful coves I've ever seen, it is the most epically generated natural cove that I've ever seen. It goes perfectly into the lush cave. It's got plenty of room, perfect size for building a small town or small dwarven village or small pirate cove. I'd probably use it as a pirate cove, would probably be what I'd want to do. Use it as like a cool epic pirate cove, maybe a bench, maybe put like a buried treasure type thing in there. But Also, speaking of fun, cool things, I don't know why that kind of popped out of my head and came this direction, but if you have not seen UHC Generations, oh my gosh, must watch. Beautiful, beautiful concept of a beautiful idea for a hardcore series, and I mean, heck, beautiful concept for a group of hardcore creators, or not hardcore creators, but a group of creators to do and just follow up, and a wonderful concept for this idea of passing down a world, this historical reminiscence type thing. I think the thing that fascinates me about UHC Generations and why I love it isn't the concept of like, oh hey, it's hardcore. It's the concept of like one person has participated in it, and we're on like I think we're on like the fourth or fifth person, I can't remember, to have inherited this world, right? Because once you die in this UHC Generations, you pass it on to the next creator. And it fascinates me because there will be a point in time in which the current creator won't have access to the original creator, won't be able to access his knowledge. So all that's left is the books, the tomes, the journey, the journals that they've written for each other to leave behind a past. And the craziest thing is that the next coolest concept is all it takes is one person to do something or choose to just destroy something, and a lot of it can be lost for the ages, only to be remembered through the miraculous saving of video footage. Like, that is absolutely mind-boggling to me and fascinating to me. And I think that's where, I don't know if it is for them, but I think that's where for me the truest enjoyment for that particular creation comes in. It's just fun. It's a fun idea, a fun concept. So I need a lot of trapdoors for that. Yeah. Oh, you know what I need there? I need a door. I think to create contrast, while I could do a spruce door, which doesn't, you know what? I'm gonna do a spruce door, because it'll fit the design. It'll probably pop a little bit because it's probably not gonna look quite right, but it'll work. It'll match the design. Yeah, that's what I want. I just want it to match the design. This should work. This should work. This should work. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Yo, it's not. Oh, I should have grabbed a axe. Should have made an axe, but it's fine. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. We're gonna go grab an axe. We're gonna go grab an axe. Hello, Chuckles. I'll probably forget I named him Chuckles in the future, but I think chickens from now on are just gonna be named Chuckles. They make me Chuckles. Okay. What's I gonna do? Oh yeah. And let's finish up this doorway, shall we? Now, there we go. That looks like a gate. That looks like a gate. Yeah, so that should be it. So this should be the last of the stone brick slabs. The last of the doors I need to put in. then the main part of this base, like the main biggest project part of this base, is done. Donzo. I think. Yeah, so we go like this, right? Yeah. Ugh. It almost feels gross. I wonder what would happen if I went like this. This might be how I do it. Yeah, I like having that in there more. We'll grab some, not slabs, but staircases. We'll grab some stairs to just kind of try this out and check this out and see if I can't get this to work more in my favor, but for now, voila. Now we'll do that. And crawl down the staircase. Ooh, that's not pretty. I think this will work. Ooh. And another staircase like that, that would, oh. It's gonna probably be the way to go. I might have to break this and put a staircase piece of that in too. We'll see. We'll try it. We'll grab a couple of those as well and try it. You know, just trying things, see how they look, see how they fit the design idea. The gist. It's Polly. Polly wants a cracker. Okay, that looks okay. But what if I do? Oh wow, that could have been bad for spawning purposes. What if I do that? I kind of like that better. Just because it's not as abrupt as this. It still looks pretty similar, but it doesn't feel so out of place. It still feels a little whack, a little wonk, but it's less out of place, if that makes sense. Just because it blends in better. Or not blends in, but transitions better. We'll have to work on some plans for inside here, but I think for now, I think this is it. Yeah, I think we'll call this episode done. I would appreciate it if you guys enjoyed this video to like and subscribe and share it with your friends. It's not necessary and don't require it, but it's greatly appreciated. Thank you for your support if you managed to make it this far into the video. I will account that to either A, your unwavering support, or B, I finally figured out how to get better at recording and editing. Anyways, thanks again. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you all next time.